Alrighty guys, it's another morning and we are back on the grind of things working on this Js440. Like I said in the last video, we got to get this flywheel off. I'm gonna have a couple of ways going about doing that. So tool numero uno, we're gonna be the mallet. Give it some good love taps with that guy. Tool number two, smaller love taps, not to jack anything up, the hammer. Tool number three is gonna be, I got some adapters. Once again, do as I say, not as I do. I couldn't find individual impact sockets. I only need a 1/2 inch. Most of the things I work on are metric, but this flywheel puller is 1/2 inch. So I'm gonna throw a impact adapter onto a chrome socket. We'll see what happens. But once again, don't do that. We're just, making things work for now. So I definitely get that. And then if all else fails, we will heat it up, give it a little bit of heat and see what's working. It's probably gonna be a combination of everything if we're being honest. So hopefully we can get this flywheel off. Yo, what up YouTube? So we're back in the storage unit, and as you can tell behind me, just like YouTube tradition, we got a new jet ski since the last time we shot a video. So this is a 750 SS 1997 jet ski. 750, like I said, CC 2-stroke in it. Bought it for a steal, $300. Picked this bad boy up for. But there's a reason it was a steal. Got some speed holes in the bottom of the crank. And then, I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it on command. It's that intake. That intake port, if y'all can see that. Custom porting, thanks to the shorty piston. So, this one's gonna need a full rebuild. Basically just buying and building a new engine. But I got all the electronics. I got the exhaust manifold, the exhaust, the electronics, carburetors on that side. So storage unit's a little bit empty today. There's a 440 motor, made some progress on that guy. Took the flywheel off, super crusty, need a new flywheel. Probably need a new stator. Need to get this impeller coupler thingy off. I'm trying to get rid of the 125. That guy's kind of just in the way now. So today's video is going to be a little bit interesting. We got all of the bikes over here. Looking at selling this bike here soon. Floods, the carburetor still can't get the float needle to work properly, and it's leaking a little bit of oil. We're going to fix that up. Probably won't be touching any of the other bikes in this video. Might see a little rattle can job on this new jet ski rack dolly I built. That way I can launch them into the lake easier. But yeah, we're gonna try getting off that coupler. We might throw that engine back. Nope, can't. Need a flywheel. Was thinking of throwing that engine back together. We might do it all the way until we get to the flywheel part. And then on this guy, we're gonna have to take the pump out. I bought this jet ski, like I said, for $300. It came with the title, but it's beat to crap. And so we pulled the motor out already. As you can see in here, all we really have is the tank, the impeller, and another tank. So oil reservoir, gas can, mixies it. We're gonna get rid of that. But we're gonna gut this of everything it's got on it basically. Pull the pump and the ride plate out. And then I don't know what to do with this. I don't want it. Essentially, like I'm even gonna take off the stop switch. Like everything's gonna get gutted off of this guy, and then I'm thinking I'm just gonna cut it up. Honestly, like I could get rid of it, but nobody's really gonna want a ski this bad. It's crusty, it's ugly, and with nothing in it, I don't know, it might be worth it to post just to see if somebody could take it off my hands and, you know, give it life again. But these 750s, this thing weighs a ton, and it was underpowered for what it was. So we're gonna drop that 750 into another ski, and yeah. So probably gonna be a lot of time lapse when we're working on certain things, and then maybe pull little sneeze there, little dab. A lot of time lapse as we're working on stuff. Pull you in to kind of check in on things. This is just kind of a random video of what I'm doing today. It's a Saturday, life and, you know, day in the life of Greg. So yeah, let's get to it. So, as y'all can tell, for the life of me, I can't get this coupler off. We've heated it up a ton, and I'm slightly winded, sorry, out of shape, but we've heated it up. We've tried locking the flywheel in this starter circle with like a socket, busted out a chain wrench, have it propped against the ride plate. Probably, I would assume the thing that's giving out in this system is we're bending the ride plate at this point, because this thing just won't come off. So I'm gonna do some research, see if there's any tricks or doodads or something, and we'll come back. Alrighty guys, just did a little bit of research, checking to see if this was a full circle crank or not, and it's looking like it's not. So what that means is this is threaded and it's just a pain, and I don't know how to get it off. So we'll keep plugging and see if we can lefty loosey this guy off. So finally got it off. I'm not gonna touch it because I just torched it for like 5 minutes, but it's still smoking, but sorry. There it is. It's off the motor. Didn't break any of the ears while doing it, so that was good. There's our crank. She was on there nice and good, like. So now we can finally replace the seals, clean this up, and start putting it back together. Since the last video, I took the flywheel off, and flywheel's seen better days. Up here on my old throttle body, those are two of the magnets that are supposed to be inside the flywheel, not outside. So yeah, probably gonna have to order a new flywheel. Possibly a new stator. The stator's pretty crusty, but those things do get sealed, so maybe, fingers crossed. But yeah, now we will take this apart and see what we're looking at. Alrighty, so lots and lots of time lapse. So we eventually got the coupler off, and we need to do that to replace the seals. They're all in there. They were disgusting and absolutely shot. That's what led to our flywheel failure, and yeah, just not working properly. So we put all of these studs back in. Couldn't get this one or this one out, so we'll take a little bit of some possible sandpaper or something to clean up this mating surface, just to make sure we're not having air leaks right off the get-go. And then we will, move forward with this one in a bit. So probably gonna order a new flywheel for this one and have that get shipped out. And then the heads and the cylinders are stuck together. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do about that, but this one's on the back burner now for today. Got a lot of progress on it, pretty happy, spent quite a few hours, so we'll now move on to the 450, see what we're looking at there. Alrighty guys, so we pulled the oil, and right here on this oil fitting coming up from the reservoir, second tank, whatever you want to call it, it keeps leaking. I don't know if it's the O-ring that's gone or if it's supposed to have like a copper washer on it. We have tried darn near everything and none of it has worked. So we're gonna get some silicone and we're gonna draw a circle around it, plug it up, and we're gonna solve the issue that way since we're lazy. And then the carburetor, it just dumps the gas. Can't even speak right now. I was thinking this is a 2-stroke oil gas. It's not, it's a 4-stroke. That's why we don't like it. It dumps all the gas on the ground. So we gotta figure out what's up there. The gas cap was corroded really bad. So I think all of this stuff's went down into the tank, got scooped up into the fuel, and is in the carburetor, preventing it from seating properly. So we'll kind of sucks with not having a garage and working out of a storage unit. We're gonna have to load everything back in here, all of this good stuff, and then go get that, get some other stuff, get some food in us. Then we'll come back and we'll fix this guy, get this all put together, and then we'll start tearing into this guy. Got to get this important little part off of it, take everything else out, and then start surgerying it, cutting it up into the pieces. So like I said, kind of tough to do that, kind of to pull the trigger on it, but once again, it is in pretty rough shape. I mean, some people watching this might think, oh dude, like I would use it. I just don't got a place to store it, nor do I care to really put the time and effort into making it happen. So yeah, we'll see. Might post it tonight, see if somebody wants it, and if they come snag it tonight, we're good. Otherwise I'll chop it up. But all right, we're gonna go run and grab some stuff, and then we'll see you all in a bit. Alrighty guys, so I believe we have done it. For the longest time this thing was leaking fuel. Anytime you turn on the fuel, the float wouldn't lift the needle up all the way, or there was some buildup in here, something to where it would just dump the gas out on the ground. And we are dry. And then as well, it would drip oil. At one point, it needed a new gasket on this side. It's gone through a lot, guys. This was a big fixer-upper, just like all my projects. Bought it for like $1,100 locally, and it had just been rebuilt, and the previous owner didn't have the time or energy to replace the right side clutch cover. So not this Boyson clutch cover, but the water pump, right, just the right side of the motor, the outer case. It had a big old crack up by the water pump and was letting out oil there. So we bought a new one off eBay, put it on there, got new gaskets everywhere, got it up and running, and then it started making this horrible noise in the top end. So then we took it all back apart, realized that it was missing a chain tensioner, can't speak English, up on top. Not really the tensioner, you know, tensioners coming in from the side, that was working great, but there is a guide, like a hard plastic slider up on top that it was missing. So it was rubbing against the valve cover up there. We had a sticky throttle for the longest time, but it pops right back now, as you can see. And then, yeah, so we finally fixed the leaks. It's got new air filter, oil, new oil filter, coolant. Had radiator leaks, found that one out day one. Got new plastics on it. The tank is a little bit crusty, super sun faded, but you know, it is what it is. Somebody who buys this will be able to go and get themselves a cool sticker set, you know, customize it for their number, you know, what they're into. And we revitalized a bike that was pretty shot. So make a little bit of money, get somebody a cool bike, you know, that's what we're here for. And then it helps fund the other bikes that we got in there and the other toys. And then now that that's all done, we're gonna turn our focus over to this guy. Made the executive decision, we're just gonna chop it up. So we're gonna salvage all of the parts out of it that we can. And then I'm thinking we'll do 3 pieces. We'll go like yay and yay. So a back tail piece, a middle piece, and then a front piece. Hopefully we can get it light enough to throw into a dumpster. And then we're gonna pull out the pump, pull out all of the goodies inside of it, so it'll just be a shell. Yeah, so we'll get to doing that here soon. Probably gonna start up the 450 and let, you know, go for a quick little rip around the place, just make sure it's working properly, get oil everywhere. So yeah, we'll hit that and then dive into the jet ski. We got 3 before the air compressor's turned on. We'll keep going. Gave it 3 kicks already. Air compressor came on. Start kicking it like a man now. Oh, there we go. Ran all right. Need to turn up the idle. Doesn't want to idle too hot. Decided to start dumping fuel again, so that's great. Glad we fixed that issue. And yeah, we'll figure it out. Alrighty guys, so we have the jet ski all gutted. One thing I wasn't able to get out was the pump. We'll be working on that once it's all taken apart. So something that kind of frustrates me is when people on YouTube don't, you know, appreciate what they have when they have it. You know, I've been in a place where I wanted a jet ski and I drove 4 hours to buy one for 150 bucks because I just really didn't have the budget for it. So, you know, even though I don't see value in this, I know some other people do. So what I'm gonna do is I pulled out all the parts and I have them. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like sell them on eBay, but you know, no need to trash, you know, what's not needed. But the body, you know, no one was really going to put a new motor in this, and I was going to gut the pump anyway. So motorless, pumpless, electronics all gone. I don't really foresee somebody using it, so I'm going to cut it. Already started a test piece here. Milwaukee blade cuts through it like butter. Is definitely a crappy Harbor Freight Sawzall though. So we'll get through it and we'll see what we're looking like. So we'll throw you on time lapse as we get this all gutted.